Good morning, children. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Children, we are learning ratio and proportion. So what do you mean by ratio? Who can give me that answer? Ratio. Ratio, not proportion. Proportion we just started yesterday.
Comparison between two quantities.
Okay. Comparison of or comparison between two quantities in terms. How many times? And we have done how to compare. If we when we compare how many, we know we will divide, but the highest common factor, and we will write that ratio in the simplest form. Okay, then we started proportion yesterday. Is there anyone?
Ma'am, I did not understand proportion. Can you repeat?
We are going to, I said, anyway, I'm going to repeat. I'm asking, is there anyone can tell me proportion? What is proportion?
Ma'am, Anupama.
Yes, Anupama.
Ma'am, if two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion.
Yes, very good. Only that much, Amna. You know what is ratio. We know how to compare the ratio. It's a comparison between the quantities, and we will write the symbol is to, and that means 5 by 10. We will write 5 is to 10. Then what we will do? We will simplify 5 by 5 is to 10 or 5 by 10. How we will simplify? 5 by 10.
Ma'am, with 5. Dividing
We will divide by 5, the highest common factor. So you will get 1 by 2. So you know what is ratio. Okay, so like this ratio, we are going to take one more ratio. If two ratios are equal, then we say that they are in proportion. Okay, anyway, we are going to do that again. So children, we learned what is proportion. So proportion means what? If two ratios are equal, if two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. They are in proportion. What we have to remember here, children, if the ratios are equal. If the ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. And children, please don't do anything when I'm teaching. Now look how many videos are off. You will eat, or Shahad still not there. And some children, even sometimes I can see many children here talking there with your family members and all. After coming here again, going, you will not understand. Okay? So be very attentive. And how many videos are off today?
Ma'am, can you admit Naren?
Yes. Ivanchal, Najma, Adi said me. Okay, Ritul. All the children, please turn on your camera. Okay. So when these two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. And what is the symbol used here to represent proportion? That colon, like here, 2 colon. Or children, instead of this, we can write equal to also. Okay, so what is proportion? When I asked, don't tell me, I don't know. If two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. And we use the simple, but which is the simple?
Simple
Colon.
is
We have 2 colon here, 2 sets. Or we can say they are equal. Equate using these two simples. Okay, children, here 3 is to 10, that is one ratio. And 15 is to 50, that is another ratio. We have to check whether they are equal. Yes, children. So we can do separately here. 3 by 10. You have to find out. See here 3 by 10, there is no common factors. Means they are in simple form. Now again 15 by 50. Okay, those who join now, please listen to the class. Okay, 15 is to 50.
5.
So 15 is 50. I'm going to find, divide with HCF. So by which number I can divide both the numbers?
5.
So here 5 I'm
3
getting
times and 10. 3 and 10.
Ma'am, they are equal.
10. So children, here 3 is to 10. Here also we got here 3 is to 10. So they are equal. Understood? They are equal. So you can say they are in proportion. Which are in proportion? These two ratios. Which are the two ratios here?
3 is to
3
10
is to
and
10 and
15 is to
15
50.
to 50. Either we can write like this, they are equal, or what we will do? We will put the simple. Okay.
Ma'am,
How we will read? 3 is to 10
Excuse me, ma'am.
as,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, we can put the symbol or is equal to.
equal to also. Because here this one or this one. Okay. So how to read this number? 3 is to as, 15 is to 50. See children, how you know they are equal? Because we have to do here divide with HCF. Then you'll get whether they are in proportion. If they are equal, that means they are in proportion. Is that okay, children?
Yes, ma'am. It's clear, ma'am.
We have two ratios. If these two ratios are equal, then they are in proportion.
Proportion.
If they are not equal,
Ratio. It is in ratio.
no. If they are not equal, that is not in proportion. That is not in proportion. Ratio means we are taking only one set, like 3 is to 10. That is ratio. If we have another one more set, 3 is to 10, 15 is to 50. If these set of ratios, if these two ratios are equal, then we say they are in proportion.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And if they are not equal, they are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. Yes, Amna.
Ma'am, when we divide and look 15 and 15, we will get that 3 is to 10. Then we write is equal to, and we want to write that they are equal.
They are in proportion. Yes. The question, not this simplified form. The question, it is in proportion. We can say simply equal to simple, or the simple used to represent ratio. Okay. Then children, we learned yesterday what is, so children look here again. What is the symbol used to represent proportion?
2 columns.
And what is the symbol used to represent ratio?
Ma'am,
Only this.
Column.
Okay. So here this proportion can also be said. We can equate using equal symbol. Now children, this 3 is to 10. That is in the simplest form. This 15 is to 50. That we can simplify into 3 is to 10. That means 3 is to 10 is in proportion with 15 is to 50. Or we can say 3 is to 10. That is equal to 15 is to 50.
Proportional.
Yes, children. Then what we learned, if two ratios are not equal, then we say that they are not in proportion. And children, we learned what is extreme terms. First and fourth terms. First and fourth terms are extreme. Second and third terms are known as middle terms. So children, here there are 4 terms. Can you see here? 3. This is the first number, and second one here 10. Third one is 15. Fourth one is 50. Now children, tell me which are the extreme terms.
Ma'am, first and fourth is extreme terms.
First and fourth, tell me.
Ma'am, 3 and 50.
3 and 50. Yes, children. First and fourth terms. First and fourth terms, they are extreme. And what about middle terms?
Second and third terms. Ma'am, 10 and 50.
And third. Second and third means where they are lying. That is also in the middle of these numbers. So extreme terms are 3 and 50. Middle terms are 10 and 15.
Okay, ma'am.
Is that clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. First term and the last term, or we can say first term and the fourth term, they are extreme terms, and second and third, they represent middle terms. Now,
Ma'am,
children,
we can also say for middle terms means, right?
what?
Ma'am, the second and third can be also called as means.
That we'll learn later. Okay, now just listen what is the extreme terms or middle terms. Okay, we will learn like this now. Okay, we will what is here, first be thorough with that, then we will learn extra. Okay, children. Yes, now we will do with one example. Are the ratios 25:30, 25:30, and 40:48 are in proportion? Okay, are this in the
No, ma'am.
25:30? 25:30. 25:30, 40:48. 40:48. What we have to do? We have to check whether they are in proportion. If they are in proportion, means these ratios will be.
They are in proportion.
Tell me, if these two are in proportion, these ratios will be equal. Should be equal. If it is equal, then only we can say they are in proportion. And before doing, somebody told me they are not in proportion. Who is that? Jalin. We have not checked whether they are in, whether they are equal. Then how we know they are not in proportion? You were not there in yesterday.
Ma'am, I was there. I did not check. I just tell yes.
Okay, so children, first find out these two. These two. Okay. With which number this ratio? First ratio can be divided.
First one 5.
Tell me, by which number we can divide?
5 and second one 8.
Wait. First one I am asking. So you have to tell me 5.
5.
Okay, I'm not tell me. 25 divided by 5. Tell me the answer.
5.
5. Okay, so
6.
instead of is 2, I'm going to write here.
6.
Okay, so 5. Okay, then what is here? 6. So this is the final answer. 5:6. So this 25:30 can be written as 5:6. Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
25/30. We can write here 5/6.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Here 40:48. I'm going to divide 40:48. With which number I can divide?
8.
8.
8. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
5:6.
So, Shahad, tell me, 40 divided by 8. How many times 8 can be?
5.
5. 5 8s are 5 into 8. 8 5s are 40. Then how many times 8 can? That is
6.
So this is the final answer here. So children, 40:48 can be written as 5:6.
Ma'am, we should write this.
Don't write. 40/48. That is 5/6. So this ratio and this ratio, they are
Proportion.
they are equal. They are equal. These two ratios are equal. That means, children, it is in proportion. Did you understood? When we do more problems, it will be clear.
Easy.
Okay. So first what we have to do, there will be 4 quantities because we are taking ratio, 2 ratios to compare. First set ratio will have 2 numbers. This, for example, 5:6. Second set also we have 2 numbers. So if these 2 ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. So children, we have not written this example yesterday. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you completed that example?
No, ma'am.
No, that we can write it now. Okay, children. So right here, have you written the definition of proportion?
No,
Yes,
And we have written the extreme terms
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes,
middle
no.
terms. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Not.
Now write example 1. Example 1. Write the question from your textbook, or you can write here. Example 1. Are the ratios 25 gram is to 30 gram and 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram in proportion? Write the question. Are the ratios 25 gram is to 30 gram and 40 kilogram, 48 kilogram are in proportion? Have you written the question?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Are the ratios 25 is gram is to 30 gram and 40 is? Only write the question. Okay. Are the ratios that 25 gram is to 30 gram and 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram are in proportion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can write the answer. First one is 25 gram is to 25 gram is to 30 gram. So how we will write that 25 by 30. So children, or you can write here 25, 30. Find out the answer. 5. Yes, children, did you get? So you will write here 5:6. Second one, 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram. You can, that also you can do on the side. 40,
Completed.
48. Do like this, that HCF. Both the numbers together. Then it will be easy. 5, 6. So here also we can write here 5:6. Yes, children?
And they are equal.
So here we can say 25 gram is to 30 gram. That is equal to 5:6. 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram. That is also equal to 5:6. So what we'll write? These two are equal. Yes.
So if they're equal,
So
they are in proportion.
look at the question. So 25 is to 30. That is equal to 40 is to 48. Therefore, the ratios are in,
Proportion.
the ratios. What are the ratios given?
25.
Look at the question here. Therefore, the ratios 25 gram
Proportion.
is to 30 gram and 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram are in proportion. So remember the definition of proportion, children. If the ratios are equal, see, we have seen both the fractions, both the ratios, it is reduced to 5:6. Here also 5:6, here also 5:6. That means these two ratios are equal. If these two ratios are equal means what? They are in
Proportion.
Now, children, first question we will do like this, then you are going to do alone. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Any doubt?
No doubt.
No, ma'am.
See, children, what all fractions you are getting, you have to find the simplest form. If they are equal, we can equate like this. Then we can say they are in proportion. But if here you are getting another answer, here you are getting another answer, they are not equal. So what we will say? The ratios are not in proportion.
Proportion.
Not
Is
in
there-
proportion.
Ma'am, is there any problem if the two ratios is in different units?
Different units. No, but here in one ratio, the unit should be same.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We cannot take one in one ratio. We cannot take gram and kilogram together. But different ratios, it's okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Second question. Example 2. Yes.
Ma'am,
Have you all completed this?
Ma'am,
Yes,
so
ma'am,
if
completed.
the question is like 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram and 25 gram is equal to 30 kilogram, how do we find?
I don't understand. Can you say louder?
Ma'am, if the question will be like 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram and 25 gram is to 30 kilogram. Ma'am,
Then
like-
there is a problem. Then we have that we learned in ratio. Do you remember in ratio that minutes, hour? We have converted minutes into hour
Yes,
into
ma'am.
minutes. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, children. Then also liter and milliliter. Do you remember when we have done
Yes, ma'am.
problems in ratio? We have
Yes, ma'am.
converted milliliter, the same milliliter we have converted to milliliter. So both the units were in one same unit. So like that you had to do. But here they are in different ratios. So no problem. Example 2. Example 2 are 30, 40, 45 and 60 in proportion. See, children, you cannot change the order. We'll learn now that extreme terms, middle terms, they are like respective terms. We cannot change the order. In the question, if they are given first, they have written 30, 40, 45 and 60. You cannot exchange the numbers. Okay, there is an order. The last 2 digits that will be extreme. The middle, that numbers are they are in the middle terms. So you cannot change the order.
Ma'am,
Understood?
table we can go.
6. Here, which are the numbers? 30, 40, 45 and 60 in proportion. This is the question.
17 and 14 will go in the two.
Are 30, 40, 45 and 60 in proportion. So first what we have? Ratio of 30 is to 40. Ratio of 30 to 40.
Excuse me, ma'am.
This 30 to 40, how we will write ratio?
Two stable.
30 is to
10
40. 30 is to 40.
10 stable.
Huh?
10 stable.
You can, on the side, you can find out the HCF 30 is to 40.
Ma'am, two stable, two.
Huh?
Ma'am,
It can be divided by 2, okay. But you have to take the
3
highest.
to 4. Ma'am, 3 is to 4.
Ma'am, for fastly getting.
1 minute. Let me move this side. So if I'm going to divide by 10, what will happen? What's the answer will be?
3 is to 4.
3 is to 4.
Find out the other ratio also. So if I am going to divide by 10, I will get 3, 4. So this is the last. So you can write 3:4. Then next number, ratio of 45 to 60. Like here, what we'll write 45. 60.
5 stable. 5.
Find out. Okay, it is there in 5 table. 45, 60. Make it into simplest form.
Ma'am, 5 stable.
So you told me in the 5 table,
Finished, ma'am. Ma'am, 9.
I will ask Adi Lakshmi, can you tell me 45 divided by 5?
5 into 9.
9. Very good. 9.
Used
So
to
here
four.
children 6, that is greater than 5. So this we can take 1 time 5 is 5, remainder is 10. 1 and 10. In 10, so if you have any problem to do like that, you can do this
Ma'am, they are equal.
to 5, then minus 1, bring down 0. What is the answer? 12.
12.
Now, 1 minute.
Ma'am, they are in
Ivan,
proportion.
I will ask one by one. Ivan, tell me. Again, can we divide this?
Yes, ma'am.
9 and 12
Yes, ma'am.
by which number?
Ma'am, 3.
3. Okay. So can you tell
Ma'am, ma'am, 3
9
threes
divided
are
by 3?
9. Ma'am, 3 threes are 9.
3 threes are 9. What about here? 12 divided by 3?
3 fours are 12.
Look here, this is 3:4. Here also it is 3:4.
Proportion. Ma'am, proportion.
So can you tell me they are in proportion or not? Narendran?
Proportion.
Is equal to
They are in proportion or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Because the ratios are equal. The ratios are
4.
yes, children, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we can write here 30:40. That is equal to 45:60. See, children, have you written this step? It is very important, this step, 3:4, 3:4. That's why we can say they are in proportion, they are equal. So since 30:40 is equal to 45:60, therefore,
And the ratio
ratios
30:40 and 45:60.
look at the question. Look at the question. 30, 40, 45, 60 are whether they are in proportion. According to the question, you have to write the answer. Therefore, what will write? Look at the numbers. 30,
and 60 are in proportion.
40, 45, and 60 are in
Proportion.
According to the question, you have to write the answer. Are in proportion. One minute, children. I'll quickly take the attendance.
Okay, ma'am.